John the Bus. Natural disaster superhero beginning. There are many natural disasters in my country. Always the poor people are affected the most. The volcano man, the earthquake man, the flood man, and even the water man are the enemies of these people. They attack the weak persons who are the ones who don't have the money to rebuild their houses or to move to another city. But the major disaster is the government, which doesn't protect people from all their enemies. In a town near the river, John the Bus lived with his family, his two brothers and his parents. John was a poor man who worked every day to help his family to survive. John was very strong, always recognized to be a homo with the people. Near this town, there was a chemical factory which worked with many dangerous substances. One day, the waterman attacked his town. All the people began to run. John the Bus was working at that moment when a disaster happened. When he was returning to his house, he saw that his town was destroyed. A family was hiding in a cave. So he asked them what had happened, and they told him that the waterman destroyed all his family and his town. So he took revenge and went to fight with the waterman. The waterman hurt him and punched him against the chemical factory. All the substances spilled on him, and that's why he became a superhero and started to fight against all the natural disaster enemies. Sunday evening adventure. It all started on a Sunday when everyone was resting from a long week of work, when all the children enjoyed playing before going to school the next day. People started feeling that earthquake was going to shake their town. Also, there was smoke coming out from the volcano that was near the town. No one had ever seen so much smoke before. The river nearby was going to flood at any moment because there had been heavy rain for many months. People were very scared. They panicked, so they started running all over the street of the town, and each family ran to look for a safe place to hide. Suddenly, a landslide pinned the way out. People were feeling despair because they knew that they were going to die and could not do anything about it. Earthquake, volcano, and the flood were going to kill them all. Everybody shouted for help, hoping that someone could hear them. John the Bus was resting from a long week of fighting. He was having some refreshment while sitting in his favorite armchair. Suddenly, with his super hearing abilities, he heard the people who were asking for help. He transformed himself into the superhero he was, and with his super speed, he reached the place in no time. When people saw him, they could not believe that there was still hope for them, and were amazed to see his strength and velocity. John asked, "How can I help you?" A pregnant woman answered, "John the Bus, help us please. Volcano is about to attack. Flood is sending the river to our town, and earthquake is coming too." John the Bus ordered everyone to go back to their houses and stay there because he would solve the problem. Right then, the earthquake started shaking. John ran toward him and hurt him in such a way that the quake had to stop. As soon as he finished, he went looking for Volcano. He found him in a crater, ready to send the lava all the way down to the town. John made a hut with all the pipes in town and sent sand toward the crater until the smoke stopped. Flood was the most difficult to defeat because water is almost impossible to control. He had a great idea. With the supervision, he froze the water so it remained still. When John came back to the town to tell people that they were safe, they were waiting for him with great happiness. They celebrated their victory dancing and singing in the town's park. John helped the men to reconstruct their village by helping them with the supplies they need, and with his super speed the town was as beautiful as it had always been. For this reason the mayor decided November 14th was going to be John the Bus Day. During speech, John stood at the center of the park and spoke to the people. People of this beautiful town, I came to help you all with this disaster because I am always willing to help anyone who needs it. I am glad you appreciate all the things I did for you guys. But now I have to aid other people who are suffering disasters. I want to give you a precious advice. I learned to use my powers when my whole family died in a disaster. Unfortunately, I didn't have the luck that you have. Nobody had enough courage to help us in the battle against these three disasters. Fight for your dreams. Don't let any people or situation destroy you or your dreams. If you ever need me again, call me. I live to help others. John the Bus Honors Elegy. Remembering you today by seeing your landmark and celebrating your day, I feel lonely. I don't know how to feel without your superpower, courage, and humbleness. It is hard to see that our hero is gone, but my love is still strong. I remember that day when you saw me for the last time. I remember that day when you said to me to follow my dreams. I remember that day when I saw your final battle against life. I remember that day when you said goodbye to me. It is crazy to see how the years pass by, how the world has changed as soon as you were gone, how all the people feel the courage to fight for their dreams. Every November 14th is sad to see how people has a sad face celebrating your day. I am thankful to you, all that you did for me. I can't see you, but I know that you are proud of me. I love you and appreciate you. John the Bus, you will always be my hero.